Thank you so much, Alex. Yes, Freiburg's already started it off. He got across the doorway, but his teammate did not have such luck. As a tag down already to Zywoo, but Freiburg's so far forward. And the question is, as we jump to it late, did they spot him or not? Doesn't matter now as he gets flashed in. He's good for one.
That was brutal from Zywoo there. Second kill. And it's so cool to see these big names that get the P250 and the T-pistol. They always seem to deliver. Freiburg, nice idea to push towards second middle, but now Heroic got their work cut out for them in more ways than one. Going into this map, Vitality have played against top 5 teams 4 times this year on Inferno. They have only dropped it once. This is a specialist map pick of theirs. They are ready to go. They've already picked up Overpass. It should be the 2-0, and right now they should be picking up the pistol. However that translates, we will look and see, because Natosafix has the CZ. Starving them up, he's used the corpse to his advantage. It's a little bit awkward sometimes, and I think it was working against him, actually. So corpses are actually player side, it's not server side, so they're different for everyone. So I looked like he got absolutely wrecked by them, and so did BlameF by the bullets of Alex there. So just a little tidbit for you: when you see bodies on the floor, don't think that they're going to cover you just because they cover you on your screen, is what I'm trying to say, Alex. PSA there, Matt.
Did you just call me Alex?
I did, because I was casting him last week, and he's in the room. He just walked past.
He dabbed though, so that makes him not a human.
Seems a bit much, but yes.
Nope, sorry, that's it. Citizenship, humanitarian rights revoked. Throw him in with the cattle.
We'll go into round number 2 as Zywoo. This is so good for him. Waiting, anticipate. I didn't know it was that good. Okay, that was ridiculous. I had no... Just 2 on-balls with the P250. This guy is just on another level. Like Pim said going into this one, like, if Zywoo is off, they've got a chance, but he is anything but right now. He's just red hot. It's just looking too good. I'm not sure Heroic will stand a chance here, but Vitality are the masters of giving up rounds to pistols, so we'll see if this will work out for them. Zywoo already down to 13. The only player with a rifle. He should swap that over, really, to Apex, someone like that. There's the first kill, and once again, no reply. It's happening again. It's their favorite move, the Vitality special. There it is.
Oh my, that's beautiful from the Deagle to get them both. And it's almost not done there. Nade, it doesn't go deep enough. Could have easily been the end of Zywoo, who sits with the Krieg. A round that's quickly slipped away. It seems to me more and more as of late, teams are failing to convert the next round.
Yeah, they don't always give themselves the strongest chance of winning them, to be fair. Could have slowed it right. We're at the 1 minute mark, and it's a 5-on-2 somehow. Not even with single kill found or any trades. I've been saying this for 2 months about Vitality now, and I even spoke to Alex, and Zywoo's let himself burn to a crisp to his own Molotov. So it really isn't going well in any facet of the game right now. Bit of a weird one, but there we go. It will be just Alex now, desperate, holding on, and we'll go 1-1. So there it is. They'll have to force back themselves. Vitality, pretty used to it at this point, I would say. Amazing in the pistols themselves, and then don't get a single kill in their essentially anti-eco. But it's a force buy, of course. Amazing work. We shouldn't take anything away from this. Like, that's great. That's a fantastic play, but you got to run more of a default first. You got to have some. That's why you put the Molotov. If there's smoke there, you do not need to be part of that fight at all. Let's put a Molotov in the corner. Let's make sure that we're actually patrolling that area. We've got someone like Logs watching for the pushes, etc., etc. And it's the one part of their game that seems to be the weakest.
Watch out for Boiler. They're getting in there rather quickly with the pistols, and they are up towards top middle throwing nades, but that's all changed. Smoke from Freiburg to the end of the hall rather than the flames. Okay. Can get behind it, maybe. Does not really change much in terms of positioning. They're both going to be there either way. Flash in. Oh, he saw them all, but he flashed himself. If not for that, he may have had a chance to spray down 3, but they'll back away. And away toward the banana side of the map. They call that the Ripazaroni because if you play in that spot, you're a rip. You're going to get ripped.
Not your best. That's going to be the worst of the day. I'm not going to lie to you.
Rest in peace, Zaroni. Got it. Eventually it'll be funny. Just keep
going with it. Someone will get it. Anyway, This is looking too good for Heroic. They've done very good to even hold them off. They know exactly where they are. This flash is a little bit more difficult than it looks. You have to be quite precise with that one. And there's no chance Vitality can break through this one. They do manage to avoid the flames at least, but there's so many CTs available here. Oh, okay. I forgot about ZywOo. I did forget he's on the server. But that should be 2 kills coming in here. Not going to happen. Actually, advantage somehow, some way for Vitality. This is the problem even when they look like they're out of the round, when you've got players like ZywOo who can turn around instead of a Deagle headshot, that's when you're in trouble. Now it's a Mac 10 and a Scout on a retake. Have they put 2 at the back? Is it a proper old school setup? Oh yeah, this is good. This is what you love to see. This is the Source special. These boys know about it. RPK and Apex right at the back. You sit there, you're suggesting there's just one towards that EMA position. As soon as one of them goes down, you can hide in the corner. They both decided to swing out and fight anyway. That should have been a Heroic round. They had that absolutely locked up. That was done. They knew exactly where they were. There was no time left to rotate. 5 players outside. I would need to see the replay of the shot from ZywOo. I'm sure it's disgusting, and there was nothing they could do about it. But that's why he's considered a superstar player. He can get you out of jail. Okay, that's ridiculous, right? Like, you shouldn't be hitting that. The round was theirs, it was done, and it's just unfortunate. It's not like Heroic did anything wrong there. Sometimes that's just the way it goes down. They've just stabbed each other in the back, Matt. It's the first time this tournament has happened. We've got it.
Yep,
MBK
and that's
down
a
to 39.
significant one as well.
Yeah. Against the pistols as well. Like, when they lose the pistols every round, he's just trying to make it as hard as possible. Like, for goodness sake.
Henry, I know it's the first one this tournament. We're doing good today. Calm down.
I can't help it, though.
Deep breaths. In through the mouth, out through the nose. Namaste.
Okay.
We're back in the room. We okay?
Back in the room. Back in the room.
All right, Vlad, it's okay. You don't need the baseball bat.
Yes.
As the tag is trying to make sure he is perfect with his aim on Alex, who surprisingly was completely unaware that he was up there. And he walks out to find the second shot as well. MBK, by the way, died. That low HP certainly would have helped the cause, and they are down a man. I don't mean to trigger you again, Henry. I'm pointing out facts, that's all.
It should be fine considering there's no kit. RPK in the pit with the AK-47, as long as he brings it down to a 2-on-2, that should be round safe. They can't really be that tactical about this one because, like we said, no defuse kit makes things very problematic. Good smoke from the T's. And RPK will be swinging out any second now, trying to get that first kill. That's what he needed. Now they have the advantage, and even more so as S-Tag will get one. Oh, it actually does fall apart, though. Without the kit, I'm not sure they can even get it. Oh, they have got one. I take it all back. It's absolutely fine. Another round, Vitality up against the pistols. They really don't want to make it easy for themselves. They're stabbing each other in spawn.
Totally.
And again, they're on the bomb site with over a minute to spare. It's so cool. So that they're really committed to quad, right? With 1 minute 15 left, and you know you're up against CZ. It's like, I can't fathom that. I really don't get it. Why they feel like they have to operate so quickly against the pistols. They just don't want to slow it down. They don't want to bait out grenades. They don't want to work out where the residing players are. They just go for it, and it costs them so many rounds. And sure, they get out of jail a few times because ZywOo will pull off some amazing shots. Sometimes they're going to force back in with an AWP and an AK, but it's the one part of their game is just, it's so weak.
RPK around the corner. Blame F. Takes him down, and that Asavix cuts out MBK. So now we're seeing what one round leads to. They win it against the pistols, or rather with the pistols last time. Now they get the guns out. They've got the bomb firmly in their grasp, sitting on the inside of the smoke. And whether or not that knife is the exact reason is difficult to determine, quantify, but things are starting to spiral out of their favor, and the pendulum is swinging back over to the Heroic side. It seems ages and ages hence that they were blue and green with a knight on their shield, when Heroic was as much in the conversation at the time as North and Astralis were for the Danish pedigree, shall we say. It's obviously very different now, but Heroic are making leaps and bounds forward again, having reinvented themselves, both brand-wise and team-wise, and in some ways are actually surpassing North at this point in time.
Yeah, well, that's certainly a conversation to be had. It's impressive what they're doing with the names they have available. There's no real massive members within it now. Freiburg obviously decorated and veteran of the scene, and it's interesting to see what he can do with these younger players, trying to bring them up to a world-class level, and they have done a great job to even get to this stage in the tournament, but they've been gifted a few opportunities now, 3-2 in their favor. We have got the CZ for Natu Safix right now. I'm sure there's something juicy on the floor for him, though. Could be another AWP. We will see. Vitality. I have to take the eco, though. Nothing too interesting to report either. AK for Nato, just a note. One Molotov for Apex. So what does he have to do with that? Are they going to try and Molotov towards... Oh, someone's got a dink on S-Tag. Was that towards top and middle? It must have been.
Definitely top middle, yep.
Yeah.
He's gone back over to where the arch instead.
So are they going to try and Molotov the pit and then swarm from the balcony, something like that? Or Molotov towards quad, trash, something like that, to see if they can get a quick kill, then go for that snowball effect we talked about. One Molotov is curious. I want to see what he's going to do with it. Here's the lineup.
To get the lineup right.
Let's get it right.
I don't know that he knows it.
I think he's like trying to remember. So he just goes right towards the corner of Arch. Yeah, he doesn't know it at all.
No.
They thought that completely in vain. $400 down the toilet. Oh well. He gets a kill. So, not all
guys, wait. I'm going to buy this. Just trust me. It's
how do I throw it again, guys?
Can you run around the corner and let me know if that worked? Oh, you're dead? Sorry about that.
You could see the moment he jumped up, you're right. It's like, I've forgotten this lineup.
Yeah,
I don't know what.
Confirm it by like not only lining it up at the bottom, but also jumping to check.
He's like, I don't know what this one is. Oh well. So it was going to go right in the corner there, so they could go towards quad presumably, or maybe just rush through the flames and try and catch CT off guard, something like that. But it didn't work out at all. Either way, they probably weren't going to win the round. Let's be honest. 4-2 as we get into a situation where we have AKs and Galils. Apex spent quite a lot of cash that previous round. 400 for the old Molotov, 300 for the PT-50. He did get 300 back for the kill, so not all is lost. Oh, lots of damage. Banana, always such a massive talking point. Those grenades are deadly, RPKs at the top. Still relatively healthy. Molotov in the corner. Heroic. 2 rounds to the name from 4 spies. Can they sustain this lead?
Well, if they can, and convincingly as well, the discussion for nuke becomes one of concern. Both teams have shown some form on the map, but capable of playing it is one thing. So comfortable as to have a favorite between the two might be another. MBK pulls back on Netasafix. It's a 4-on-4 as a result, and he gets the arch with it. This is big because now they split the defense and completely isolate them in doing so. Nathan doesn't want to slow it down much, does he? Got straight up to the doorway. Now he gets inside. He's flashed, but he's gonna go with his teammates, and they're looking toward pits. They now have the information as to where he is. He commits to the shot. Now they have to be on A. 19 seconds, drop down. They've got to go faster to get the trade. They will manage it, but Freiburg emerges from within the sight, and the time as it is, he needs the kill on ZywOo. That would have won them the round, surely, but it's a 2-on-2, and Bomb goes down.
It absolutely does. A chance for Apex to reposition as well. The pit a little bit too obvious, and considering his low HP, he's very vulnerable to grenades there. He moves over towards the graveyard position. Watching towards the apartments as well allows them to have a bit more vision towards quad as well. Teammate on the bomb site, Blame F coming in. It should be round for Heroic here, but ZywOo is alive and kicking as he currently holds towards the bomb site. Not sure which way this one goes, but the bomb ticks away at some pace now.
Flame F. Rushes it in. That's quite clever. Rather than peek and be Scott in the crossfire, he isolates by running forward to get ZywOo, but unfortunately, as good as it is, the time is not, and it will still be Vitality winning the rounds.
He does recover the AWP, though, and take both players down. That was very impressive. He's displayed his skill there, at least, and he's got $6,000 in reserve. He's saved the AWP. It's the best of a bad situation. He did as much as he possibly could, and that's a scrappy round. That wasn't comfortable Vitality by any stretch. Look at this kill he first gets, and he knows he has to repeat. At some point, he manages to take him down right there, spots the AWP as well, and gets away with it. So he's still in a fantastic spot. And remember, by winning by explosion, it's $3,500 per player in terms of the money you'll get next round. So Vitality, they fully invested in that round, so they get $3,500 each now. They're going to have Galils and Mac 10s. Maybe a couple of AKs, depending on who has what. Alex has an AK, no helmet. Apex, AK, helmet, barely anything else because he got a couple of kills last round. As a Mac 10 for RPK, they're going to have to do some sort of rush here. We talked about the flash attack in the apartment all week. Maybe that will be brought out. They're going to have to do something fast. This is a massive advantage now for Heroic, and they know it. We'll see in Vitality. If they run a default here, I would say that's a bad call. I'd want to see something a bit more proactive at the start of the round.
Well, up toward mid they go, and Mac 10 for RPK. They are going to try and take a stance, but this is the one round they've got 3 over toward B. Smoke to extinguish, but look at this contest. Everyone's here. Great setup and a good read from Heroic. They went and figured that try and gamble it. If they're going to change the pace, that's probably where it's going to be.
Exactly.
We'll get the utility there early, and they absolutely annihilate them.
They read the game well as well. You know, that's the point that I was making. You know they have to try and do something here. You've taken all the money away from them. They're going to have to try and stick together. Zywoo, he gets his second kill. There was a chance there. But they've gone for not the B rush necessarily, just the B take with 4 players working towards that banana area with the flashbangs coming in. Flame in the flames, standing up strong as he actually emerges. That's not bad at all. S-Tag with a nice shot towards T-steps as well. That was the player flashing them in, just to know. That's why he's so late behind them. He throws a flash from T-spawn over towards B just before they commit. And he had to catch up, obviously. S-Tag waiting for him. Takes him down. It's another round of Vitality that goes and slips by the wayside. So at this point, Heroic, they're on for a good half here. They're the ones coming out on top, and Vitality starting to show a few mistakes here and there, but it's still a 5-3 scoreline. It's a CT-sided map. They'd be aiming for around 6 rounds here, and as Alex is pushing through the flames just to give himself a slight edge on the challenge as they rush towards middle here with PT50s.
Stalin trying to catch them into the arch, but concedes the position. That could be a problem if they wrap around behind him, but instead it's towards CT. Natasafix confirms it, doesn't overcommit smartly. And kills going against them on the other side of the map as Stalin holds his own in library, means they're locked in CT. They'll lose 1 gun grabbed by NBK. No armor, but he does, for what it's worth, have a bomb. If he could have gotten access to library, perhaps he could have made something of it, but it's 6-3. Heroic starting to get comfortable on the CT side. We'll see if they can extend again now that guns are back out on the Vitality side to try and get back to winning ways. The change in pace certainly didn't work. We'll wonder if a default can. There's no AWP. Zywoo instead has the Krieg.
Certainly does. Zywoo is a bit of a master with that weapon, any weapon really. S-Tag has been consistent throughout the tournament with the AWP. Takes the pick. We saw Simple doing that earlier. This time, no opening frag. I say that. MBK does go down in the end. So that's great work. He's got himself a 5 versus 4 already. So, pull back. Hold the crossfires. No problem at all. Vitality not dissuaded, though. Will still push towards the arch side, hoping that S-Tag has repositioned. Zywoo going to be straight up challenging him there. And without the accuracy, standing in the flames, he'll be taken down. Couple of them as well, just Alex and Apex here. Vitality starting to drop off.
Bomb dropped inside of the library. Not where you want it to be. Certainly not where Alex wants it to be. Alone, 1 on 4, now to 3-2. Couldn't even get the spray, and he was gone. He was done for either way with the players still in the pit. So Heroic looking very comfortable now, in fact. Not as jovial as last time, pumping each other up, but maybe more calm and collected is the way to be.
I feel like, yeah, now everything's on the line, right? You want to make sure that you can actually focus. If you get too hyped up, the adrenaline starts rushing, you want to stay calm and poised, I would say, as the Julies come out. This is feeling like a really rough game for Vitality. They've made some interesting decisions, but the Julies, the Tech-9s, the PT50s, the CZs, no Deagles. What have they got in mind? Maybe just a B take here. They've got 3 smokes. They've really been struggling with the opening picks. There's another one. S-Tag nails it. Takes Zywoo down. S-Tag throwing the incendiary at the pushback. Alex as well. Couldn't play this round better so far for him.
From Blame F, good for 2. A third, he is absolutely on it now. I know they're against pistols, but it's more the positioning and the confidence to take the peek. Alex all that's left, and he's playing in Ripperonzi position. I can't even remember the word. Can't even make the joke again.
The joke was a reach.
It.
I would say. But
Fine.
you tried.
No, I'm done trying. You just put me down every time.
Every time. MBK, he has been put down this game. 2-11. 3-10 for RBK. Those are the names we don't want to see at the very bottom, to be honest. Playmath, he's putting on quite the show, though. As round 12 coming in. AWP for ZywOo. Not too late to perform here. It's just not looking too great overall. Heroic just seemed very comfortable. After losing the pistol, Vitality have picked up a couple, but they haven't been convincing rounds. They've always been right down to the wire clutches. They've lost everyone in the process. They haven't kept any numbers up. It always feels so compromised when they win a round. They'll follow it up with Galil's and Mac 10s and lose that, and then the money will go again. And if they do win a round and somehow break the money of Heroic, that's when they'll lose the pistols. And starving this time. Somehow opening pick on ZywOo. Beautiful headshot.
Slightly forward of the ramp, so it kind of caught off the angle. He would have emerged so quickly. Playmath, though, gets 2. Okay, sure. Yep, I'm down with it. I'll sign off on that one if you need a witness. And it's Apex and NBK. Suddenly the only 2 remaining. This looks like it's gonna go. Speaking of Apex, Apex of the jump is how he just hit the shot on Natosafix.
Well, you don't like to see it. Maybe MBK can find another opening here. Estak in trouble. Great shot. A chance in this round now, but this has to connect. AK-47 might have been the more preferred choice, at least the scope of the creek. Apex has an opening. 2 versus 1. Not impossible to win this, that's for sure. Time to plant, and in terms of utility on the CT side, they've got they have an incendiary, so they can flush him out. If he goes towards Arch now, this would be a huge play. Giving himself up, taking a lot of damage, that'll be communicated. Playmath's already done.
Failed. Oh, it's huge, because not only now can he Molotov it in return, he can peek it as he needs to. Knows he's on it. Molotov to be thrown. Don't overcommit on the peak because there's still time post-Molotov, and it's actually going to catch Dom, push him out. Apex has gone so far away that even if he peeks, even if he chases, he's buying space off the bomb, and the op shot confirms it. He has played this so well, and he's again going to try and bait him out into position, and he does exactly that. It all starts with a jump shot and ends with style.
It's so mad, isn't it? So that is kind of back to the point I was making before we went into this round exactly, right? No convincing rounds, nothing that's actually sustainable or looking like they can actually replicate. It's just an individual amazing moment. This thread is all started off like this Heroics round, right? It looked like it was done, but Apex jumps up, gets that somehow, and then he manages to win a 3-on-1. Like, that wasn't the strategy. That wasn't what was in their intentions at all. That was just the way it went down. And again, I think they lost absolutely everyone, Matt. It's so funny. Every round they win, they lose all 5 players, and they're left with Mac 10s, Scouts, UMPs, AK. This is an awful game.
I think Apex did survive the bomb. I think
did he survive?
The AK. Yeah, because he had $4,200 and the AK still in his hands.
Okay, so he did manage to make the bomb. Either way, 4 players going down, you can still see how it affects them going forward with the finances. You just won a round, and you got Mac 10s, UMPs, and Scouts.
I mean, you got to be good to get lucky, but if you're going to be lucky, you better be good.
Yeah.
Capitalized on that. The jump shot at the start was just ridiculous. He didn't do it alone either. You pointed it out. MBK, good shot to come out and clear the balcony, and he did great damage onto Freiburg as well, which made it all possible.
Just not the kind of round you want to be winning as an in-game leader, let me tell you.
Certainly not the round you want to be losing either, though, if you're Heroic, because it's tilting at the same time. But you are right. If you're an in-game leader, you want it to be clean and clinical the whole time.
Yeah, they haven't actually had one of those rounds. It's just like, okay, nice execution, good default, managed to get that control, made the execution, got the trades. It's always just been like skinny as teeth, get through it just about with an amazing individual play that took so many variables to go in your favor. But Heroic now, their money's not great. You can see they've got no smokes, Matt. Now, that makes things a lot more interesting, considering the Vitality can smoke CT spawn, coffins, and Molotov new box. If they do the Molotov, it's actually gone towards Emo. It's actually fine as a player there. Playmath has remember, he has no smoke. He burns, he has no smoke, he has nothing. So that's massive. This couldn't have gone any better. There is a gap in the smoke, but it actually helps them out somehow.
I was about to say, just when you said it could have got any better was the exact moment we saw the gap, and they stand in it. They know there's a gap, and it's going to dissipate. The AWP has clear vision. It couldn't have gone any better, but they're certainly not making it easy. Bomb's still planted. Stalin and S-Tag to work back in, and Stalin has the AWP to work with.
Is it worth it, Lloyd? You've got no money on the CT side. You could just say they're going for it, but looks like S-Tag fancies it. They've hit another shot here. It's going to have to take a quick defuse at this point. S-Tag might have a chance here. He does go down in the end. A valiant effort there, but still uncomfortable for Vitality. They get it. And to be fair, the best thing that could have possibly happened to them there was Heroic having no utility whatsoever. As soon as I spotted that Molotov, I said new boxes. Actually, towards Emo, couldn't be any better. So he couldn't do anything. So when he got flashed, he comes out. He either runs into the certain death of bullets or tries to weather the storm of the Molotov in the back. It touches him. He knew he was dead. Nothing he could do. And they'll force buy here again. This could be an 8-7. This could be Vitality bringing this game right back. 8-7 scoreline. The way this was going, they'll be happy with that.
Yeah, absolutely no question about it. I mean, they're giving themselves a fighting chance on the CT side.
What's this?
I've seen this a few times, but normally with an AWP.
Yeah, or a scout, to be fair. I haven't seen it lined up like this. It's normally on the left-hand side you use this. So it looks like it's a little bit easier to set up because you use the roof to kind of balance yourself. Damage down the play map. He's been the absolute linchpin of Heroic here, keeping them in on this beat out of the map. But again, they have no utilities. He might as well keep punishing that fact. Keep Molotov in those same positions. This could be a double pump here. They don't have to fully commit, but it's not the French way. And they go. There's going to be looking for any sort of kills they can find to open things up. RBK does nail the first headshot. MP9, not known for its range. 2 kills found. Maybe the round as well. There it is. Alex will confirm things. Like I said, 8-7 now, very likely. And that's one of the more convincing ones for Vitality. But everyone survived. They've got rifles, they have an AWP, and no one has gone down. That's great. It hasn't gone right down to the final few seconds and everyone's dead, and you've just about avoided a full defuse.
Went all the way back through. I would say this timing is incredibly perfect, but it's not. It's anything but. The second player foils plans to find the one in the hallway, and his gun being saved is gone to grief. Round 15 and a half undecided. Okay, decidedly that Heroic has got the majority of the rounds, but 8-7 versus 9-6 is significantly different.
To be fair, coming into this game, Heroic do have a 63% win ratio on their CT side. So this is about what we expected in terms of we looked at the stats on paper. That's obviously quite a broad statement considering who they're up against, but that's how they usually operate. They normally do well on their CT sides. I would say 8 rounds is okay. They needed maybe 10 to really kind of get that conversation going. They can take down Vitality here, but now up against Eagles and CZ's Vitality, they like to give these ones away. So you never know. Could be the 9-6. All you have to do is trade it out and take it slow. You do not want to be committing to a bomb site against pistols when there's over a minute on the clock. That's all I'm going to say. And they've left the bomb at T-spawn. I think they've just Alex has said right, leave the bomb there. No one's going into a bomb site until I say, until we're ready, and we'll execute. It's the final round. Use every grenade you've got. Go together and trade. That's all that has to happen. No one needs to make a solo push into a choke.
Apex does at least consider the possibility of someone else on the backside of the smoke. Allen tries to peek it out, expecting that they're clearing to get close and hope that the SMG might surprise. He now has to reconsider his position as a result.
MBK's going to run through there. They've got the smoke down towards the arch side, but they are losing a lot of health. There's no clear plan. And Alex, here we go, alone towards the choke point, Matt, and down he goes and gives up a rifle. This is just a nightmare to watch sometimes.
Okay. I was about to build it up that he might get one more, and they just annihilate them. What was the plan? Sitting there, not even moving.
It's so weird how they operate in those rounds. It will be 9-6, though. We won't take anything away from Heroic. Great performance in that final round. Shouldn't have been theirs, but they make it work because of the apprehension there from the French. They need to pull their socks up. They can close this out 2-0 still. We'll find out after this break.
apart together, baby. And the next thing I know, we were so ready to give in, skin to skin, on our baseline. You give me that high pitch feel, baby. We shared a cigarette, but each first sight, the way you looked at me, couldn't say goodbye. And whatever you did to make it stop, 'cause baby, you make me feel something. We shared a cigarette, but each first sight, the way you looked at me, couldn't say goodbye. And whatever you did to make it stop. We were so ready to give in, skin to skin, on our baseline. We shared a cigarette, but each first sight, the way you looked at me, couldn't say goodbye. And whatever you did to make it stop, 'cause baby, you make me feel
All to play for in this map 2 of the best of 3, and right now Heroic is leading, which means the third map might be likely, might be possible. It's nuke if needed, but we are on Inferno, and Vitality start this half, I should say, on the CT side.
Their map pick, CZ is out. Alex is the one to wield it. We'll see where he'll position himself. It would make sense that he tucks himself in a corner, looking for a tight choke point. He's got himself a smoke as well. And he'll be deploying that momentarily by the looks of things as they push down middle. Now that's an idea. First kill is absolutely clinical there from ZywOo. You don't see shots like that much anymore.
RPK, stairs, headshot angle, good find on 1. 2 to peek at the same time, and he gets away somehow, but very low on HP. ZywOo comes over to bail him out and Esatag down. So they might lose against pistols with guns, but pistols versus pistols, everything's fine.
They're absolutely great in that department. It's when they have they should just stay on the pistols themselves all the time. It'd be great then. But at this point, yeah, there's not much you can do. You can have the best strategy in the world. I always try and reiterate this point. It's not necessarily the strat that lets you down sometimes, and you could do all the theory you want, but sometimes some players are just better than you. ZywOo is better than 99% of Counter-Strike players out there, and he just absolutely destroys anyone in those solo one-on-ones. This isn't bad either, though. Still a chance. Not over just yet. You would think it would be, but ZywOo's still alive and kicking these. Starvin with just a P250 now. He has got the bomb, 60 HP. And that position pretty much wrecks him. He has to go towards A at this point. I guess he could sow the seeds of doubt in their minds if he went CT spawn, but that's unlikely. It's going to be ZywOo who's patrolling it, so that's it. They know exactly where he can and can't go. Waiting to see if he can just get another $300 for his troubles here. Smoke down, maybe a plant with the flashbang. We'll see. I think I'll just get the bomb out. See what he can do. Not going to happen. ZywOo gets 4 kills in the most disgusting manner possible.
Plant would have been amazing. But let's not get too carried away on the unlikeliness. Money would be lovely, but it's now 9-7. Vitality, had they not lost 2 anti-eco situations, would be leading right now with the advantage on the CT side in their favor. Even at 8-7, we'd already be tied, and they could take the lead here. But now they're still struggling to get back into it to go 9-9.
ZywOo got 5 kills in the first half. He just got 4 in the first round of the second. So it's going to be a rough CT half, I think. Vitality might have found something here.
See if we can get that op going as well. Stalin was against him last time and hit some decent shots. He hit him again. It's Apex this time, though, excuse me, not ZywOo, but even still, the damage is done in the favor of Team Heroic.
The smoke is no good either. They've smoked T-steps, and there's a massive gap in it. So either way, they take a shot at the start. They like to make it interesting, these rounds. That's what I like about Vitality. Towards B. The only option, really, smoke coffins and spawn flash over. Smoke at half wall just to take vision away from the CTs, and they head back towards A. So it could be smoke library, smoke site. The amount of scout and deagle shots these guys hit, I wouldn't be surprised this works out for them.
ZywOo back toward the arch. Spots that one on Freiburg. He's going to rotate back to the library and be conservative about his approach, but he's aware of the timing on that. If he gets to the library, they could slip back in towards spawn behind, so instead he just contains, a bit confused with one on either side of the doorway. They're going to push him. Noise to be made. Not the best aim I've ever seen, I won't lie. BlameF gets Alex as well. They can trade off this and get guns.
Well, they'll go B, but Apex wins the round. There's no way they can do anything with this now. With 10 seconds, he'll let them go by and just deny the plan. That's all he has to do here. Is there a smoke? It wasn't quite perfect, though, as he'll deny the plant and the round. Good idea, though. Not bad at all from Heroic. They did what they could out of very little. Natasafix will get no money in the next round, but he does save an M4. He has armor as well. If they got the plan there, there's definitely a conversation for a force buy again. You might want to do it considering his money's so low. You could bring out Deagle's armor around an M4 and really go for it. But is that really the play you want to make right now? I'm not so sure. Maybe a timeout required to discuss it. No, not going to take it. Just going to take a full eco here. A couple of Deagles come out in the last few seconds. Starvin will also get Deagle armor. He's got 23 frags. He's been absolutely killing them.
Safix, a bit confused as to what his intentions are. Does he want to try and get a smoke on the Molotov? Does he want to try and get further damage up Banana? He's gone down already. They'll recover the weapon. And with Alex falling as well, it's a bit of an interesting affair. Or rather, state of it. There's no rifles on Vitality's side right now, and the M4 is in the hands of the T's, and you can see the advantage that creates with distance, and the power not enough. As Esatag gets the Deagle back against the MP9, now they have the sight. Now they can plant, carrying one rifle over. They go against SMGs that are no match for it. Not only the advantage, but the distance is still in their favor.
It's happening again. And we're with a 3 versus 2, now equalized by ZywOo, Freiburg and Esatag. Freiburg has had a very quiet game so far, takes a bullet to the face, smoked out of the situation as well. That should be it. ZywOo has to he's pulled off so many ridiculous rounds now just to keep them in these situations. It is going to be a round victory for Vitality, but again, nail-biting stuff there, I have to say. Heroic doing absolutely everything they can. They're so dangerous in those rounds where they have Deagles and Scouts. This one doesn't work out for them, but they keep it so close. They've got so much money now as the bomb gets planted once again. Tying things up at 9-9. That is a little bit more daunting, though. They're going to have to bring out a Mag-10 for Nata. Does that mean an AWP's been dropped? Let's see. He actually didn't have enough cash, so no, it won't be. Esatag can afford his own AWP at this point. He purchases it. He was hitting a lot of shots in the first half, so it doesn't surprise me. We talked about it earlier. It's not as effective on the T side, but the way he was playing earlier, I haven't got a problem with this at all. He knows ZywOo is an audacious, maybe overzealous character on the CT side of Inferno. That's just kind of the characteristics of Vitality in general on this map. They love to push. They love to get stuck in, as you can see from Apex right now. I'd say the risks, the gambles.
Still trying to find anything toward top. It'll blame F's, Stowen, and Natasafix. More toward A. 4 on this side of the map, though, for Team Vitality. Boost behind the smoke, inside wall as well, so they're going to think they're in the clear. Absolutely, they are not.
Yeah, you're going to think they're right in the corner at that point. That's why they start spamming it, but no. It was actually a lovely little boost there. You saw the smoke being thrown from second middle, designed to get them towards quad, but Vitality, they've seen it all before. Boosted up, nice kill. Now Zyro is going to try and bait his teammate in towards that trash position. All spots, and this is the bait now. He doesn't have to go for the repick, his teammate can. Perfect. That's how you should do it. That's really lovely Counter-Strike there. Haven't said that a lot about Vitality in this particular map, but that was really good. Funnels him towards B. Zyro's aware of it. Doesn't land the shot. A chance now for Heroic.
Yeah, they got there just too soon for Zywo to set up. I thought Alex was going to go on that because the aggro was taken elsewhere, but it would have been 50-50.
Yeah.
And in a 3-on-2, concede the bomb, don't take the 50-50 balls, and let yourself play as a team.
Exactly that. They're both relatively low. S-Tag hits this, though. Oh, that might cost him his life. Yep, it will do. The RPK, MP9 takes him down. We've got Starvin now, who's been playing out of his mind. He's got a good smoke down to the CT. Not impossible to win it, but RPK holds strong. Another very uncomfortable round there, but they do win out as they will take double digits and the lead for the first time in a while. RPK with 2 kills. Alex, Zywo, and Apex all contributing as well. But with the bomb down and the lost bonus, there's still another buy available, as we'll see Heroic invest into. I don't think we'll get the AWP this time. We'll certainly get a decent buy.
The lead goes in their favor. From 9-6, it's 4 rounds in a row, Heroic. So far, spread out, no change of pace yet. And Safix down and Blame F. MBK, Alex, RPK, all inside of the pit, by the way. So not just 3 on A as normal, but 3 stacking one very specific position. Does mean you've got to rotate a lot further to get back over toward the B site, but you still have position if they try and isolate. And they might only expect that there's one here with the smoke down. MBK, he comes up good on the first one, barely loses any HP, goes down to 73. However, that stack now becomes a problem because it is over to B that they have to run.
It absolutely is. It was all a bait and switch. They go towards B here. Still a good chance of Vitality, but Zywo, oh, the smokes are so brutal at this point. He'll be hitting not another shot, but his teammate will be. Apex takes care of business there. The bomb goes down. Good reaction. You can see what Heroic are trying to do there. A nice double pump, we'll call it. That the fact they are kind of executed towards A with nice smokes down, good flashes, trying to set up one of their star players to get out there, get a frag. But MBK, as soon as he gets that and has no footsteps, nothing else, he can give a clean call to his teammates. Drop your smokes at B now. There's no time left. Get the smokes down as quick as you can. They're ready for it. Zywo hits the first. Apex with the alley-oop as well. He's all set up. And this is the round Vitality, unfortunately, give away. Because as you can see, we do have the CZs and Deagles down now, Matt. So we will be seeing the 11 to 10 scoreline come through.
Now Safix back out to the stairs. Yeah, this would be hilarious if they just lost this one as well, right? Like, Breeze a charm, good things come in threes, bad things come. Oh my good God.
Like, it's actually kind of hilarious. They can't hold on to them. I don't think they've picked up a single round against pistols.
Can I tolerate another one? Can I even cast through it?
Like, look how much damage has been done as well. They're so active and aggressive in them. But Zywo's still alive, and he knows he has to do some work here. RPK will be next on the chopping board. There we go. And 5 versus 3 now.
Number 3 in the world. They took down number 2 in this event. They knocked Ents out. And they cannot win anti-ecos. That, of course, the current rankings. Astralis, due to lack of attendance, has been lowered on that. I wouldn't distill them from the top 4 in my mind, but good kill back from Zywo. Alex goes passive. No smokes. This is the difference. He creates distance because they don't have the utility. That seems to be the difference rather than the guns themselves. And they have the advantage. It's tied. It's 2-on-2.
Yeah, I would say...
Even the chicken's laughing at them.
Because the fact Zywo has an AWP here, like, he's going to have to somehow detect BlameF in this amazing position here. Not going to happen. There'll be a trade, but 1 versus 1 advantage Nato. He's coming in as well. He's got it.
Whoa, I thought ABK was going to get away with it. He got the dink, but not enough. And you are absolutely right. That is the third anti-eco that they have lost.
Yes, indeed. It is a partial bio, deagles and armor, and the 1 AK, but still, it's just baffling. They can't hold on to those at all. And it might cost them another gun round here. We'll see. It's a terrorist timeout. That's actually heroics. So a chance now for them to just discuss what to do with all their finances, how to invest all this cash they've picked up as Vitality maintain the lead, but another difficult round. They lose this one, they're into an eco. A laboured affair here doesn't really instill me with confidence that we can see Vitality go deep in this tournament right now. Like, that's a massive part of their game that seems to be just crumbling every single time. It's not as good as they looked about a month ago. So, a chance for them to stew over it. They will buy up what they can for masses. AWP there for Zywo, 17 kills to him. Remember, he started the half with 5 kills.
Yep.
So he's on 17 now. So he's picked up the pace, but he's going to have to keep going.
Well, that is true. Don't look back. Don't even think about it. Don't dwell on the fact that it happened. Seemingly, not only do they want to knife themselves and make the individual rounds hard, but they want to make this whole game hard. Imagine all 3 of those went the other way, and the money was in their favor for 1, well, maybe 2 at least extra rounds. We might have tomorrow's schedule already up on the screen right now with Alex walking you through it.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's not just Inferno. It's happening on the first map as well a lot, right? But don't take anything away from Heroic. They are very, very good. It's a big part of their game.
Absolutely, no question. But the point is, Vitality's still in this, even with those mistakes. If they want to win this championship, if they want to win this event, they have to tidy that up.
Yeah, absolutely. That's my point indeed. They're a great team, but with that weakness within their game, they're not going to be lifting the trophy in this sort of condition. There's a lot of theory that needs to go into these anti-ecos. They do have a 5-on-3 for now, but it's cost them a lot of HP, and this is a bit of a fake from BlameF. Just going to be suggesting they're still going over towards A. You see the bomb getting boosted up. Actually, I like this. You can see they're a very innovative team. They love to bring these little tricks in, and they've unfortunately made a footstep and fired off a shot now. So, to be fair, CT's still not sure what's going on. I'm not sure Heroic know what's going to happen at this point, to be honest. As they walk in and hope for the best. S-Tag just to pre-fire towards the emo position. It's the second orange as the boost resides. You can't really check that. You're going to have to hope for the best as you walk in. It's a nice setup here from the pillars. The second oranges should be well held by Alex, who manages to get them in a position where they can get all 3. And you can see it's not the same atmosphere. A couple of fist bumps. RPK just about gives them one. There we go. There it is. A smile. A small one.
Moby's happy with that. But keep in mind now, this isn't the reset of old. There's still going to be the bonus, all but 1 round of it for Heroic.
It's the same setup. Deagle armor with 1 rifle.
Oh shit, you're right.
Yeah, this is the magic formula. If you ever want to beat Team Vitality, this is the one. You get 1 rifle, you get 4 pistols, and a little bit of utility, and it's done. It can't happen again.
There's the tag. He waits. Zywo. He'll hold. Just the flame so far. No smoke.
Here's the flash attack. 3 in apartments. 1 flash. In they go. Can they defend?
RBK. Here's them coming in. Oh, that's a lot of bullets lost on 1 fight. Tries to do damage where he can, and thankfully Alex has done the same for him in return. As such, it just takes a few bullets to kill the second player, but they're still, surprisingly, in a 3-on-3, or perhaps unsurprisingly, given that it's an anti-eco situation. Now, however, they have the lead in it.
RPK's got lots of utility here. He needs to start dumping it. There it is. Smoke towards the apartments. And can actually buy themselves some time. If you wanted to take that duel, that could have been risky. Towards B they go. They still got a chance here, but there's no smoke to cross, I do not believe. Just going to double check that. No, they've got nothing. That smoke won't dissuade them. S-Tag's going to push that, absolutely. Will not sit back and wait. He's just going to go for it. It's not a more powerful enough smoke to do much with. Zywo waiting for what looks to be a run boost. They've got a cross, but he knows there's a second player now that has to Oh no, he's going to swing. S-Tag's done such a good job here. The mind games are so real, but that's a great shot from MBK. S-Tag, if he wins this, he's a god. MP9 only, but there's 2 sniper rifles in spawn. He's got a chance of the CZ brought out. Now there it is.
Oh my.
They're throwing it away. That's all it takes. He's got 4 HP. RPK knows he's low.
Oh, good thing he was low. RPK forced the issue, didn't want to even consider letting it go to time. Right call, but man, oh man, even he went down from 100 to 37.
Yeah, speaking of heroic, that was a great attempt there. You couldn't ask for more from S-Tag in that situation. He did what he could with very little. MP9, 3 versus 1, and it looked like it was all done for. There was no chance he was going to get 2 kills here, but of course, some way, somehow, the trade potential allows him to get the CZ out. It was a great shot. I'm not going to remove that, but RPK at that point, they're just saying, please kill him. He must be on HP. He must be, and it still was a bit of a meal as well. But one more bullet, I think, would have done it on RPK. That was an eco, remember. So their money's just so low on the CT side. They're winning rounds, but every single time with 1 player surviving. So that's what those rounds are intended to do. That's what a partial buy does. You're not necessarily going to win it, but you bring it down to a 1v1 like that, and you've got the bomb planted, that's mission successful. Kill here for Starvin, no problem. He's going to be getting MBK. Like, he just walked into Boiler and took him down. He had an AWP.
Smoke to extinguish flames, Alex. Incendiary into the stairs. Stowen goes back in and catches Alex out. The advantage to Heroic, but not cleanly because RPK at least gets him back. Smoke out at middle. And it's not a suffix to slow it down inside of the apartments as well. Banana, absolutely no information for Team Vitality.
Nothing at this point. Just no, I think that's the 30th kill for Starvin, right? And this is the first time ever he's been able to post over 28 frags at a LAN event. So that's great. What a time to do it. Everything on the line.
Yeah, leading the way. 9 for Freiburg? I guess he forgot to order the fries with that burg.
You had that one in the chamber for a while?
Nah.
No?
Nah.
That was a freestyle?
Maybe.
We don't have much on the CT side or much time available. Oh, the incendiary's perfect, though. Apex might have won the round off that alone. They can't justify going for the smoke with that down, I would say. They've got to wait. He knows it. They're coming through. They might have saved the round with the utility alone, but the shots don't connect. ZywOo, he'll have to find some. Not going to happen. Round heroic, I would say. That's it.
Yep.
It was looking so good for them. Everything was in place. The smoke was down. The Molotov was there. Usually Apex gets 2 or 3 kills in that scenario. Only good for 1, though. Great work from Heroic to even make the shots count. Starvin with 2, and RPK will have to save. They've got no money. This could be a 13-13 game very quickly. They're in double eco territory at this point, because the problem is they keep winning rounds, sure, but they have no loss bonus, and they have no residual cash. He has to save this AWP, give it to ZywOo, hopefully, and they'll force fire around it.
There's no positive... Wow. It's not as much of a positive reset anymore now that the loss round bonus is capped at 5 at least, so they could try to pull back into this, but Heroic, they've got money to burn, given that they're going to keep 3 alive. They've still got a bonus that's built up, and they've got a round in hand on those 3 players at least. They do have to buy for 2.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the play is here. So they give the AWP to ZywOo, that's for sure. Even though RPK's got armor, he's not known to be an AWPer. So ZywOo will do what he can. They'll take a pause and work out what the hell is happening here. Starvin just ran, Boiler started the round, knife out, killed 1 like that. The second was available, and it's just one of those plays I suppose you don't expect. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen, 13-11, money on the line here. Vitality do save the AWP, but they just don't look like the functional team we're used to seeing. They're dropping rounds to pistols. The rounds they're winning is just by the skin of their teeth almost every single time. They lose the last one, but they save the AWP, and ZywOo, the boy wonder, will have to step up here and see if he can get a couple of opening frags, but do they want to invest anything more around it? It looks like they do. Apex gets the MP9. We've got UMPs coming out as well. They're going for it, Matt. They're going for a full-on commitment here. 5-7, 2 UMPs, MP9. ZywOo has to be active here. If you give this round up, we're definitely going 13-13 and maybe even a 3rd map.
I would say it's very likely at this point. Blame F with the Molotov over. Look at the speed they're going with ZywOo. He tries to retreat back at quad, but there's already a Molotov behind him.
What?
But they didn't account for Apex. And ZywOo has the confidence to step back out, and they're shut down in their tracks.
Oh my God, I don't even know what happened there. Heroic tried to throw the curveball, instead ran into the stack.
That's the second time we've seen a stack be in the exact right place when a rush came through. The Molotov was down. ZywOo thought, I'll just go back to the site. Nope, you aren't. Sorry. And then thankfully, they had a peek from Arch at the right time. Apex finds both.
A bit of luck for Vitality. It's about time, right? They needed it. They needed a win at this point.
To be fair, they also had that ridiculous luck round from Apex at the other half too. So
True. It's true. Damn, though. Heroic could be gutted with that one.
Oh, big time. Try and change it up.
When they found out they're up against the UMPs, and that's when they've gone for the big rush, the big change of plans.
You got to admire them for having the courage to try.
Oh, of course.
But yes, it is gutting.
Well, that's a difficult jump.
More so with flames underneath.
Yeah, you
more
jump
risk involved.
Jump into the flames, and that's, you can see him trying to beat them. Like, a lot of players are doing that. The point I'm trying to make is, like, if you drum through the unexpected timing, they don't necessarily anticipate you coming out the corner like that. Not another kill there available. And that's a big round. They know it. The fact they keep 4 players alive as well, and they've upgraded to AK-47s, really does boost their chances. As we mentioned, give that one up, they're done for. They had 4 players towards middle with the AWP. The MP9s is gunning them down. They couldn't have been gifted a better situation there, considering the setup they had and the weaponry. No smokes, no flashes, rush middle with your knives out, ready to go, and they were ready for it. So they'll take that all in.
But again, this is where the residual cash comes into it. There still is money on the Heroic side.
Yep.
They would have been on, if I'm not mistaken, the 3rd round bonus that time? 4th, so they're back to a 5th round bonus now. And they kept 3 alive in the previous round, so they're fine.
Was fast again.
They are going to do the exact same thing. They're not going to stack it twice. Why would they? It is almost identical play. Difference being there was no Molotov toward quad side this time, so ZywOo was able to get back inside of the site. NBK holds his own. He's going to hear Stowen coming, but Esatag already has him down, which means balcony's open. That means ZywOo should have been dead. Somehow, he turns to find. He's gone afterward, but my, oh my, the reactions on the man.
It's not possible. How has he pulled that shot off? He was done. The round should have been over. No way he survives that. But the flick comes through, and now it's a 3-on-2. Looking for series point to knock Heroic out the tournament. Esatag has been an absolute gob at that orb, but now he'll have to go one step further. He's stuck into a corner. Freiburg can't get it done. It is round number 15 as Vitality. It's been scrappy. It's been difficult to watch at times, but they are going to find series points. 15-11, and some way, somehow, the boy himself, ZywOo, has to hit that shot first. This is what it's going to take. This is what it's taking to get past Heroic.
That one's ridiculous as well. I miscalled that. They actually did have that Molotov down. It was just earlier that time than the last. And that's balls. You run into a stack, unlucky, like you said, the time that they changed it up. What are the odds they do that twice? What are the odds Heroic do it twice? I'll give them credit for trying.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. There's still money there, somehow.
Max bonus.
Yep. AKs are out the Kriegs too. 1 round will do it. We'll take them out the tournament. Vitality looking for 2-0, knocking on the door of it right now. ZywOo is there with the battering ram. AWP has just been unbelievable. Remember, 5 frags into the first half. He is now on 20. He's got 15 in his half alone.
Well, he's going to look for more. Same position this time. Come on, 3rd's a charm. Not going to go for it again. Really justify giving the game away on a 3rd of the same. No, it does put the Molotov out, so it's almost identical play, just a little bit slower. The difference being that they're still sitting back trying to get a reaction out of it because the bomb's on T stairs. And they won't commit fully.
All on the line now. No more mistakes allowed. Smokes towards the arch. Freiburg.
Congrats on the first 30, but it might be in vain, Stowen.
Hey, that's a good point. He's played his heart out. He has really put himself in the shop window here. Speaking of which, a guy who's looking to find a few kills here.
He got Blame F behind him. Still, though, they're running them down. Damage is there onto MBK. 3-on-3. But now Snapix finds MBK. Bomb to be planted. Alex and Apex.
No money.
And yeah, I was going to say no money. So they're going to save this, which means we get at least one more.
At least. And Apex can drop 1, so that's pretty much why they have to save. They'll be able to save these 2 rifles and see what's possible. They won't have the AWP, though. That's been saving them pretty much every single round so far. The rounds they have been winning. ZywOo headshots. You remember in the pistol? 4K. That's what got them into this second half. He bailed them out of this game. I was starting to say about a month ago, it's got to the point now where ZywOo doesn't have to bail them out. We're seeing others deliver and step up, but I can't really think of any other highlights apart from the Apex ridiculous moment, the jump shot, like he said. That's not like a skill shot. That was just a ridiculous moment.
Yep.
It's all been the ZywOo highlights to keep them in the game. Like, just ridiculous shots that shouldn't be happening. And he does have that simple factor to him, doesn't he? He does have that certain upper level that no other player seems to be able to unlock. He hit both players there, right? So there you go. That's pretty sick from Starvin. He said, like, if this is the end of their run, this game, like, he can hold his head up. Like,
yeah,
everything good. He went down swinging.
Yeah, he did, especially went down swinging. I hadn't seen a ton from him this event to be super hyped. There was hints of it in the first day. I think we casted them. Yesterday, not so much. Map one here, not as much. But this game, he's looked excellent. So, yeah, for a young man, he's certainly got the potential on his side. NBK, good angle to be in, by the way. A little low for the crosshair placement to be directly on the head, but knows there's one there and can still surprise Natastafix. And he'll do exactly that. I thought he must have hit the hat.
Damn. Well, RPK can actually still sabotage their attempts from Boiler Room. They don't seem to be aware of his position. He has got the AK-47. Apex pushing Banana. RPK does go down. That answers that. Overtime now. Here's what Heroic have to aim for. So far, so good. Got themselves in a 4 versus 2. Freiburg. Here's the footstep. And they'll be saving again, but looks at things map.
Yep. 15-13. This time, though, they'll...
Hello.
See you later. I was about to say there'll be more money on their side. Not with that gun gone. That changes it quite a bit. The bonus will only be built to 1900 this time around. And there you have it.
Can get himself 1 kill. That's Alex. The organ hand. In terms of what is possible next round, not a whole lot, I'm afraid. Lost bonus at the very bottom of the barrel. Even if Vitality do come through and win this game, it will be a hollow victory. I don't think it's the performance they wanted to show today. It doesn't really instill any sort of confidence in getting any further than the quarterfinals if possible. But either way, another eco now. It'll come down to round number 30. They can't buy into this. They didn't save a single thing. They'll have to take the full eco, maybe rush middle, something like that. Get it over with. They can. French teams like to do crazy stacks sometimes. They've always got those tank setups. See if they want to do one of those.
Okay.
There you go. French teams, weird anti-eco setups. This is one of them.
Well, this is an eco. The anti-eco, let's not talk
Sorry,
about
weird eco setup.
Yes,
Yep.
you know, anti-ecos and them don't really get along.
Yeah, they really don't.
So blame F will back off for now. Actually decides to flash and smoke. I don't think that stack's going to amount to much.
They're coming back.
Maybe that's what they need, you know? Just come on this way, boys. I like the addition of the single player in the arch as well, who's now not in the arch anymore and has elected to go to the cubby. One at the apartments. Bomb is outside the mid wall. 47, they could still book it back to... Hey, they're going to go. Look at the mini-map. Yeah. Surely they've got to go. They've just... Yeah, bomb's going now. They've cleared B. Blame F's figured it out, so...
Indeed, good spot.
Plan's over.
Bomb's already safe, by the way. It's already made its way up towards Banana. So even if they get even a rifle here, it's not going to do too much for them. MBK might be better off just trying to save that rifle they've got. He's going to grab this. Oh, yeah, 2 AKs. That's you know what? For round 30, definitely keep them. Don't even think about taking this. And Freiburg knows it as well. It's round 30 next. He doesn't need cash. He doesn't need to save any money. These guys don't need kills at all. 2 rivals would have been great, but there was too much pressure. They're hoping they could challenge them together. Freiburg's done well to get that 1 kill.
Apex. He desperately wants to hold on to his. He's being pursued. It's blame F again. He's gone all the way around the map. He's just checking the whole thing out. Making sure everything's where it was. No one's stolen any paintings off the wall. Look at him, he even knows that's the next most likely place. Yep, got him. No AKs for you, CTs.
Overtime looking likely now. Money is there for Vitality, but not for everything. Is there another timeout? There is, the final one. All the way. This is gone. What a stressful game. Heroic, keep doing... It's, by the way, it's regulation. Stavan has 35 kills. Just to point that out, that's insane. Like, that's pretty nutty. For a player that's relatively unknown, like, he has turned up in a big way here in Cologne. This is going to be the testing round, though. Vitality.
Oh, I can feel the thinking that Apex is going through with that expression.
Yeah, well, Alex has had to say, I'm going to buy UMPs. We have utility. The rest of you get M4s. It's normally the in-game leaders that have to take the lesser weapons.
Did Apex drop it up?
Nope.
No, he didn't. I thought he did because he's 62.
Been the only real string to their bow has been the Zywoo Orb, right? There's anything keeping them in the round.
I would have thought that was like a massive priority for them.
It's the only thing that's kept them in it. Can they finish this off? M4s, UMPs for mass. Heroic have looked great. They've done everything they can, especially with the pistols. Rounds they shouldn't be winning. They've stolen away time and time again, and S-Tag, for me, has been fantastic with that AWP, really strong. So many important picks found by him. Stavan as well, like we said, 35 kills. If he goes out in this round and this is how it all ends, it'll be gutting, but he can hold his head high. It's been one epic performance from him. Aggressive as usual. Apex got to be careful with this. He can't keep doing that on this sort of round.
Go back to Heroic as well when they threw both of those very fast plays into the mix. They did it with enough time so they still could fall back on their plan, and it works. If you do that late and it loses and that's how you lose the game, it just looks desperate. But they've brought something to this. Tried it before. There's no other options. S-Tag one on Alex, but RPK trades back, styling down, and S-Tag couldn't refrag. Has to back to mid. It's over toward B. Apex smoke in place. That buys the time for the rotation.
He loves this. Getting in that corner, waiting for the flashbang from his teammates as soon as the commitment comes in. Well, he does go to coffins. I thought he was going to wait behind the smoke. With 30 seconds remaining, I thought that was a viable play. Flashbang, ready to be deployed. He's going to be trying to set up the alley-oop for Zywoo here. That's what he's going for. So please, Zywoo, please kill them all. Get it done. Right now he wants to throw it. Go. Flash his teammate.
Trade though. Blame F gets Apex down. Zywoo still at new. Has to swing it.
They can't plant
cleanly. You're right, they can't. And it's done. It's over. Just on that, he confirms it with another kill in Stewie style, reminiscent of Cloud9. But it's done just like that with 2 rounds between them. It was a 2-0 series, but it was a long 2-0 series.
That is not the win you're going to go back and be celebrating tonight. The champagne corks will stay firmly within the bottle. They've got a lot of work to do in that arena. Shout out to Heroic. They're a young, scrappy team. They've got a lot of theory behind them, a lot of homework, and a lot of talented players as well. This is a good learning experience for them. They showed a lot of character, and you can see them. They're not too disenchanted by this. It looks like they're absolutely fine. It's gutting, and Freiburg has got to show them the way, and they've got to grow and build from this. They've got great foundations, a good group of guys here, and it's just going to take time. It's a new team, and it's impressive, but Vitality, I'm not going to say that was a good performance from them at all.
Absolutely not. No, we have to point out the fact that the 3 anti-ecos that were lost were hugely significant, and you cannot do that on the stage in the Lanxess Arena, but that's where they'll be, and that's where we're going to be tomorrow. But first, to tell you all about it, it's The Desk.